This is 2 Minutes Together, a ministry of Central Lutheran Church, Eugene, Oregon. I'm Pastor Ben. This week we celebrate Palm Sunday, when we recognize Jesus' entrance into Jerusalem. He heads up to Jerusalem. I'd like to focus on just one thing, which is when Jesus enters into Jerusalem. The Gospel of Mark says that they are to go get a colt upon which no one else has ever sat. I'd like to just focus on that one little detail. That detail of why is it important no one's ever sat on this colt before? Well, in fact, when a new king was coming into Jerusalem, most notably when King Solomon entered into Jerusalem to become the new king, he sat on David's mule, as if to say, I'm taking the tradition and legacy of who David was, and I'm going to add on it. Whereas Jesus is doing something altogether new. That there is not just the next David, but something more. And of course, we know the story. We know that when Jesus enters Jerusalem, it's a big, exciting day, but off in the future, off in the distance, but the very soon distance, is the cross. And that cross can feel a long ways away when people are shouting Hosanna and excited about this new king who's arriving. But it remains ever present. We know that story, that this is leading to Jesus' death and resurrection. That this is what leads us into Holy Week. And it happens by saying, on the top of a colt where no one has ever ridden. Not just as something new is happening in the sense of maybe greater than David, but also something that no one would have expected. This isn't the behavior you would have expected of a king, because it's something new altogether. Jesus rides into Jerusalem as a new type of king that remains new and alive for us today. This is 2 Minutes Together. I'm Pastor Ben.